So Luc Besson, yes, the master of the international kick-ass action movie. He's a great mix of American violence and Euro filmmaking. And I'm sure his home French audiences probably have the same reaction to his films that North American audiences have. So I'm going to represent this international audience. He first got recognized for La Femme Nikita. Oui. Then Léon, the Professional. Ben oui. Then of course The Fifth Element. Le film est très bien, mais qui est le douchebag? Then Joan of Arc. Okay, so maybe Luc Besson has become, I don't know, is there a French word for creepy and progressively less talented? Tom Cruise. I'm only half kidding, because if you couldn't tell how crazy Luc Besson is, then know this. He was actually investigated for manslaughter because of the death of one of his cameramen during Taxi 2. Wow, talk about insult to injury, dying on the set of Taxi 2. And he has 5 children with 3 different women. Actually, that's not that crazy, that's just French. Crazy or not, French or not, this man is an auteur. He brings you over the top, straight in your face action, love it or hate it. But he's also brought us a few staples when it comes to his movies, and it's not just Gary Oldman. You have to talk about the kick-ass, strong female characters that he's brought into his films. And we're talking about beautiful actresses who went on to some mainstream success, including Natalie Portman, Mila Jovovich, and Christina Tucker. That's what Chris is short for, right? Now, it's no surprise that Johansson can play smart, strong, and sexy, and her performance as Lucy is great. She starts off kind of ditzy and fragile, but as soon as the drugs kick in and her superhuman brain abilities take over, her character flips a switch and becomes stoic and calculated. Kind of like if Abed from Community could kick ass and wear a push-up bra. That might sound like an insane idea, but the truly surprising part of this film is the film itself. If you think that Besson couldn't get crazier than blue opera singers or Mila Jovovich as Joan of Arc, think again. Besson throws absolutely everything at you. It is a feast for your eyes. And as a filmmaker, I have to give him credit for trying something new and stretching his own comfort zone. As a filmmaker though, yeah, you might want to hold back a little there, Luke. When I say everything, I mean everything, as there seemed to be no censorship whatsoever with this movie, as we get montages, title slides with the percentage of her brain function, and vision quests through the cosmos. And at one point, it was like the Nature Channel. After midnight. Believe it or not, throwing everything at this film, everything at the screen, well, some of it stuck. And because of that, it created, dare I say, originality. Did you just use the O word with a movie? Well, the other O word? I know what you're gonna say. Original? We've already established the fact that Lucy is yet another damaged Besson female character who eventually gets to kick ass. And of course, this concept isn't 100%. 100% original, as films like Limitless have already dealt with what the human brain is capable of. That's another thing I'm getting sick and tired of seeing. Movies where gorgeous people like Scarlet Johansson and Bradley Cooper get to be super smart and evolved. They're good looking. They don't need to be smart. That's why guys like me have to be witty. But back to the originality. It does borrow from films like The Matrix and 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I can honestly say that there are sequences, there are things in this film that I've never seen before. Think about that. A young man who has seen hundreds of films hasn't seen what he put in a film. In fact, I have to give Besson credit. I was going to give the For the Win originally to Scarlett Johansson for her performance. Instead, it goes to Luc Besson for his creativity and trying something new. But that's where the praise stops, because like I said, yeah, throwing everything at the screen, some things stuck, but the things that didn't stick really made the film suffer, made the narrative or lack thereof apparent, and really distracted you from the good parts. Besson needed somebody to bounce ideas off of. Someone who could tell this Frenchman, no. I was really close to giving this film an earn it, because I'm constantly going on about the lack of originality in Hollywood, and it felt like a movie that everybody should see at least once. Ultimately, however, I think it really loses focus. It loses what little story it had in the first place, and I truly feel it'll lose its audience. It's a burn it. Poll question, what is the most mind-bending movie you've ever seen? As always, leave your answers in the comment section below. But until next time, school's out.